My reliable and patient Taurus friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. A Taurus, this week you may notice a subtle weight lingering in the air around you, even as your days unfold with familiar rhythms. There's a sense of being surrounded, and yet at moments a quiet question hums beneath the surface. Am I truly being seen or simply included? It's not loneliness, not quite. More like a gentle ache for connection that means something, that feels real. You might find yourself glancing at your phone, waiting for a message, or listening intently during conversations, searching for a note of sincerity behind the words. Underneath it all, there's a desire to belong in a way that nourishes you, not just to fill space, but to feel understood. The tension is soft but persistent. It's as if you're seeking a deeper resonance, hoping that someone will notice the unspoken feelings you carry and respond with their own quiet truth. The week opens with the energy of the 3 of Cups circling you. This is not a time of isolation. Rather, you're likely surrounded by friends, colleagues, or family who find comfort in your presence and warmth. You might be the anchor in your group, the one who listens, who brings people together, who laughs at the right moments and makes others feel at ease. Yet within these gatherings there's a quiet undercurrent, a longing to be more than just the steady hand or the reliable friend. You sense that your role, while valued, sometimes overshadows your own needs for intimacy and emotional honesty. The feeling is tender, not sharp. You may notice how easy it is to slip into familiar roles, to be the listener, the host, or the mediator. There's genuine joy in these shared moments, the clinking of glasses, the small rituals of togetherness. Still, something tugs at you, a gentle wish that someone might ask how you're really doing, or that you might allow yourself to voice what's on your heart. In the laughter and storytelling, you sense a current beneath the surface. Perhaps there's a conversation you're hoping will happen, or a gesture you wish would come your way. The atmosphere is celebratory, but it carries a soft, almost imperceptible ache. You want to feel the joy fully, but a part of you holds back, unsure if it's safe to let your guard down. This week you may find yourself reflecting on the difference between being included and being truly known. The gatherings, the shared meals, the closeness, they matter, but you're starting to wonder what it would feel like to risk a little more vulnerability, to let others see the parts of you that are usually kept out of sight. The energy around you is supportive, but there's a quiet invitation to step beyond surface connection. The longing is not for more people, but for deeper understanding within the circles you already inhabit. As your inner state quietly shifts and ripples outward, it begins to shape the path that unfolds before you. The longing for authentic connection creates small, almost invisible pressures in your daily life. You might notice a moment where a conversation could turn deeper, or a gesture that feels significant. The desire for more intimacy, for a sense of true partnership, becomes a subtle force, shaping what you notice and how you respond. The old patterns of being the strong one, of keeping things light, are still available, but now you're aware of the cost. There's a growing sense that something more is possible if only you allow yourself to reach for it. This shift doesn't happen all at once. It's gradual, like a tide rolling in beneath your feet. The tension between comfort and longing becomes a crossroads. Do you stay in the familiar, or do you gently open to something new? The path ahead feels uncertain, but also quietly hopeful, a recognition that meaningful connection is within reach, if approached with care. Moving forward, the 2 of Cups emerges on your path. Here the energy becomes more focused, more charged. The easy togetherness of the previous days gives way to a sense of anticipation, as if something important is trying to take shape. You may find yourself face to face with another person, or perhaps you're drawn to a conversation that feels heavier, more significant. The air is thick with possibility and a touch of nervousness. There is a pressure here, not the kind that overwhelms, but the kind that asks for honesty. You could feel a gentle friction, a push and pull between what you want to share and what you fear might happen if you do. It might show up in a quiet pause during a conversation, or in the way your heart beats faster when someone asks how you really feel. There's a sense of momentum, as if your longing for real connection is finally meeting a response in the world around you. It's not always comfortable. The stakes feel higher now because the interactions matter more. Words seem to carry extra weight. You might notice yourself hesitating, wondering if you can trust the moment enough to step forward. At the same time, the desire for closeness is strong. You're pulled toward honesty, even as you worry about how it will be received. The week's events may bring opportunities to clarify misunderstandings, to mend a rift, or to express something you've been keeping inside. There's a sense of standing at a threshold. Do you reveal more of yourself or keep things easy and familiar? The pressure isn't external. It comes from the part of you that's ready for more, that knows comfort is good but intimacy is richer. As you move through these moments, you may notice a subtle excitement mingled with anxiety. The possibility of being truly seen is both thrilling and unsettling. You're aware that these choices will shape your experience of connection in the days ahead. It's clear now that the potential of this week hinges on your willingness to engage with the unknown. The deeper connection you're seeking will not simply arrive. It asks for a conscious step. You have to feel your way forward, sensing into each moment, deciding how much to reveal and how much to hold. The invitation is quiet but persistent. Trust yourself enough to risk a little more openness. The outcome is not fixed, but the chance for something real grows stronger as you meet each moment with intention. As the week deepens, the presence of the moon becomes unmistakable. Here, the path opens into a space that is less certain, more mysterious. This is not the clarity of daylight, but the softer, shifting light of intuition and feeling. The moon invites you to step into the unknown, not with fear but with curiosity. Growth in this context is not about conquering uncertainty, but about learning to move through it with grace. You may find that your emotions become more complex, layered. Doubt and hope intermingle. You realize that deeper connection often requires navigating ambiguity, trusting your instincts even when the way forward isn't clear. There is a richness here, an invitation to explore the parts of yourself that rarely get voiced. The moon does not promise answers, but it does offer the possibility of self-discovery. You are invited to notice the subtle shifts in your feelings, to honor the confusion as much as the clarity. This week offers you the chance to experiment with openness, to see what happens when you allow yourself to be a little more vulnerable. There may be moments when you feel uncertain, unsure of how you'll be received. This is part of the process. Growth blooms in these liminal spaces, where you let yourself be guided by feeling rather than certainty. You may catch glimpses of your own depth, hidden strengths and unspoken truths emerging in conversation or quiet reflection. The moon's invitation is gentle. Follow your curiosity and let the journey itself be enough. Looking back across these days, you'll see how the gentle longing of the Three of Cups quietly shaped your week. The desire for true connection became an undercurrent, calling you to notice the difference between comfort and intimacy. As you moved through familiar circles, the path of the Two of Cups appeared, offering moments of honesty, of risk, of deepening partnerships. Each choice, each hesitation, each step toward openness brought a new clarity to your relationships, even as it stirred a little nervousness. In the end, the moon revealed that growth is not about certainty, but about the courage to step into mystery. You learned that being truly known requires a willingness to dwell in the unknown, to trust the process even when the outcome is unclear. All three energies, celebration, partnership, and intuition, wove together to create a week that is richer for its complexity. Whatever unfolded, you were not alone. Each feeling, from joy to uncertainty, played its part in guiding you home to yourself. And as the week draws to a close, you can rest in the quiet knowledge that you allowed your heart to lead, even when the way was dimly lit. Actionable insights for Taurus this week. Notice how it feels to share something honest, even if it's small. Let yourself slow down and listen for what's beneath the words in your conversations. Pause when you feel unsure, and allow the feeling to be present without rushing to fix it. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I notice the comfort in my connections. I allow space for deeper feelings to surface. I trust my instincts as I reach out. New understanding grows within me. I am safe to be seen just as I am. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.